The lights of the Moda Center burned bright on a chilly Portland evening. The crowd, roaring at ready, anticipated another home court victory for the Trailblazers. But what unfolded on Monday night wasn't just another NBA game. It was a story about resilience, belief, and the power of opportunity. The Los Angeles Lakers came into this matchup battered and bruised, stripped of their stars, and, by all accounts, heavily outmatched. Yet when the final buzzer sounded, it was the Lakers who walked off the floor as victors, 123-115, thanks to heart, hustle, and the unexpected brilliance of a young guard named Nick Smith Jr. Before the game began, the Lakers' locker room was filled with uncertainty. Their three leading scorers, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reaves, were all sidelined. LeBron continued his recovery from sciatica. Doncic was resting his leg after a lower left contusion, and Reaves was out with right groin soreness. That left Los Angeles with a depleted lineup and a daunting task: find a way to win on the road against a hungry Portland team. But before they took the court, first-year head coach JJ Redick gathered his players together. His message was simple but powerful. "We have enough in this locker room to win this game." Those words, spoken quietly but firmly, would soon echo louder than anyone expected. Hours earlier, Vegas odds makers had counted the Lakers out. What began as a 3.5-point advantage for Los Angeles quickly flipped to a 10.5 deficit once the injury updates hit. They weren't just underdogs, they were being written off entirely. No LeBron, no Luka, no Austin. The odds screamed defeat, but the Lakers didn't hear it that way. They heard opportunity knocking. And under the bright lights of Portland, with thousands of fans expecting an easy Trailblazers victory, something special began to stir. The first quarter was rough. Portland came out hot, feeding off the energy of their home crowd. Their ball movement was crisp, their confidence palpable. Los Angeles struggled early to find rhythm, missing easy shots and giving up transition points. Still, the Lakers hung around. Deandre Ayton, now the team's primary inside presence, anchored the offense with strong post play and relentless rebounding. Rui Hachimura, his front-court partner, attacked from the mid-range and ran the floor with purpose. Even with limited firepower, Los Angeles refused to fold. By halftime, the Blazers led narrowly, but the Lakers weren't going away. JJ Redick's message of belief had taken root. The second half would belong to a group that refused to accept excuses, and it would belong to a young man whose name few fans outside Los Angeles even knew. Nick Smith Jr. entered the night as an afterthought, a reserve guard on a two-way contract who had logged only 30 minutes and scored 9 points all season. He wasn't supposed to be the story, but basketball, like life, has a way of spotlighting those who stay ready. When Smith checked in during the third quarter, the Lakers trailed by 9 points. Then everything changed. A pull-up jumper from the right wing, then a deep three, then another. Each shot seemed to fuel not just the scoreboard, but the Lakers' spirit. The energy on the bench shifted. The crowd's cheers turned to murmurs. The underdogs were suddenly barking back. Nick Smith caught fire. His confidence grew with every possession, attacking the rim fearlessly, pulling up in rhythm, and creating plays for teammates. By the end of the third quarter, the Lakers had erased the deficit and taken the lead. The fourth quarter became a showcase of heart and chemistry, a group of role players transforming into a cohesive, confident unit. Deandre Ayton dominated inside with 29 points and 12 rebounds. Rui Hachimura added 28 points of his own, hitting clutch shots down the stretch. And Nick Smith Jr., the unheralded hero, finished with a career-high 25 points, including 17 in the second half. The Lakers turned what seemed like a sure loss into a defining win. When the final buzzer sounded, the Lakers bench erupted. JJ Redick pumped his fist and grinned ear to ear. For a first-year head coach, it was a night that validated his vision, a culture built not on superstardom alone, but on trust, teamwork, and preparation. "You can't win in the NBA without stepping on the floor expecting to win," Redick said afterward. "Our guys had that from the start. That confidence, belief, and connectivity in the second half, it was awesome to watch." His words captured the essence of the victory. Belief manifested into reality. Deandre Ayton, now finding his stride as a Laker, gave a lighter take. "You gotta blame Jake LaRavia," Ayton joked postgame, referring to the forward who had erupted for 27 points in Minnesota just a week earlier. "This all started. Next man up mentality, being ready, showing up. JJ's given us freedom and trust, and you see what happens, guys like Jake and Nick stepping up big." Ayton's humor masked an undeniable truth. The Lakers had depth, and they were beginning to realize it. According to ESPN research, this win placed the Lakers in elite company. They had now become just the second team in franchise history to have 6 different players score 25 or more points within their first 8 games of a season. The only other team to do it? The legendary 1971-72 Lakers, who went 69-13 and won the NBA championship. History may not repeat itself exactly, but echoes of greatness were beginning to emerge. For Nick Smith Jr., this wasn't just a breakout, it was a resurrection. After being waived by the Charlotte Hornets earlier in the year, Smith's path had seemed uncertain. The Lakers took a chance on him with a 2-way contract before camp, and for most of the season, he had watched from the bench. But opportunity comes quietly, and it often comes once. Monday night in Portland was that moment. "This was probably the most fun I've had in a long time," Smith said with a wide smile. "Just coming together as a group, getting a big win, especially with our best players out, it's huge. Bron, Luka, Reaves, they do so much for us. So for the rest of us to step up like this, it means everything." The locker room was buzzing afterward. Veterans patted Smith on the back, JJ Redick clapped his hands in pride, and the young guard's grin never faded. In that moment, he wasn't just a fill-in, he was a Laker. He was part of something bigger. Across the hallway, Portland's players looked stunned. They had been outplayed not by the Lakers' stars, but by their spirit. Statistically, it was a night of balance and efficiency. The Lakers shot 51% from the field and 40% from beyond the arc. They shared the ball with purpose, defended as a unit, and never panicked even when the Blazers made runs. Portland's Anthony Simons poured in 30 points, but the Lakers always had an answer. Ayton's rebounding set the tone, Hachimura's mid-range shooting provided stability, and Smith's scoring surge sealed the deal. The final score read 123-115, but the impact went far beyond numbers. After the game, JJ Redick spoke about the importance of belief. "Our belief level in this group right now is as high as it's been," he said. "We played connected basketball, and that's the culture we're building. It doesn't matter who's out there. Everyone's ready to compete." His words reflected the quiet confidence spreading through this young, resilient Lakers team. And yet, questions remain about the road ahead. When LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reaves return, how will this new energy blend in with the established stars? LeBron's leadership and scoring, Luka's creativity, and Reaves' shooting will undoubtedly elevate the ceiling. But what Monday proved was that the floor, this team's foundation, is far higher than anyone thought. This wasn't just a win. It was proof of identity. As the players filed out of the locker room, smiles replaced fatigue. They knew this wasn't just another early season victory. It was a statement. Every NBA season has nights that define teams. For these Lakers, this was one of those nights. A night where the impossible became possible. A night where the next man up became the man of the hour. Out on the court, long after the crowd had cleared, a lone camera caught Nick Smith Jr. sitting quietly on the bench. The arena lights glowed above him, the scoreboard still frozen at 123-115. He looked up, smiled, and exhaled, a deep breath that said everything. In the span of one night, he had gone from bench warmer to breakout star, from a name on the roster sheet to a name every Laker fan would remember. The narrative of the Lakers' season has changed. They're not just a team built around their superstars, they're a unit built on resilience and readiness. Every player matters. Every opportunity counts. From Ayton's dominance to Hachimura's consistency, from JJ Redick's leadership to Smith's fearlessness, this win stitched together a message that will echo through the rest of the season. The Lakers are never out of a fight. So when the next game tips off, whether LeBron is back or not, the world will be watching. Because on Monday night in Portland, the shorthanded Lakers didn't just win, they reminded everyone what it means to believe. Final score, Lakers 123, Trailblazers 115. Deandre Ayton, 29 points and 12 rebounds. Rui Hachimura, 28 points. Nick Smith Jr., 20